Hi, this is Joy Lucinda, Grief Landscape Part 2. If you didn't watch the Part 1, right as I ended the video, I just had another insight about grief landscapes. So right as I ended the last video, what happened is that I went from this kind of wet dirt trail. There's been puddles all along the way. I don't know why, we haven't had rain lately. But then all of a sudden, look at this. We're walking on asphalt. And so this is the other example of walking through your grief landscape. You just never know around what corner your path is going to get easier. So I was walking in the muck. Oh, there's a duck flying. That's a great sign. Ducks epitomize happiness. So anyway, you start by walking in the muck. You feel like you're stuck in the mud, which I was. It's pretty mucky back there. And then all of a sudden it starts getting a little easier before you even know it. The other thing I noticed is that I came around the corner and I found the river. So let me show you the river, because that was a very beautiful surprise. Rivers are all about flow. And so where everything was stagnant and kind of dead around me on the path before, the river's moving just like you are as you walk down your path. The end point of your path to joy is the sunshine, is the horizon. It's the seeing what's next and then making a choice to stay where you are or not. So don't you want to see what's possible? That's the end point. But right now you can see that there's movement, there's motion, there's life. Even when you thought there was none, it was desolate in the video before. There is hope, my friends. And hope, the acronym of hope is hold on, pain ends. Hold on, pain ends. And you know what? It really does. And it's about waking up each day, not expecting too much, don't make too many expectations. Just walk on your path, one step at a time, and then you never know what's around the corner. So, wow. This is another aspect of beauty we found today, just when we thought it was dingy, tan, nothing, let alone the blue sky. Don't forget about that. One little hint I will give you: when you're feeling really crappy and you're grieving and you feel like, your life has stopped, it's a real simple thing you can do. You simply look up. Whether you're looking at the sky or the ceiling or your headboard, it doesn't really matter. Just look up. It resets your brain away from those heavy emotions that grief brings. It might be for a second, or it might totally reset you for your day. But I encourage you to try that. Look up. And it's also a metaphor of looking up to your higher power, if you believe in that. So all of this is beautiful. And even the grief is beautiful. When I feel this heaviness about my dog who's passing, and my parents are getting older, and they're declining too a little bit. It's one of those things where we have the ability to choose gratitude. And what are we going to do to make each day count? And so even though it's sad, it's hard. You don't want to let go of that person or that dog or that loss that you had, even if it's not related to a living being. It's very important that we realize that we are resilient and we have the capability of transcending even the most traumatic experiences. I mean, nature says it all. Every winter, a tree or grass dies or practically dies and then wakes up again. And we have that same capability. So anyway, my friends, second part, grief landscape. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I'd love to get your comments and your input about what you have to say about your grief landscape and what it might look like. It may not be nature, it might be a seascape, or it might be a closet, or it might be, I don't know, you tell me, because my nose is running, because I want to know where you're heading. May your day be filled with peace, ease, and joy. Have a wonderful day.